Warning, this content is incredibly parasocial. If you don't like the discussions of the people behind Vtubers, please leave this video. I don't think we give Shiori Novella enough credit for fucking being such a goddamn big brain genius. Like, she has had some fucking patience. Like, let me explain. If you didn't know, I'm surprised you found my video, first of all. Second of all, if you didn't know, Shiori has recently collabed with Gerard, and that broke a shit ton of people's minds, both from a unicorn standpoint and a normal person standpoint. And like, yeah, no, it was fucking insane. So like, and then she like, when the fucking unicorn started fucking flooding in, and a bunch of other people supporting her for being like, hell yeah, so fucking literally play games with whoever you want. It really doesn't matter. And then she like when the unicorns came out, she fucking smashed them with the banhammer. She blocked the fuck out of a ton of them that were whining about it. And then, and they're like, a bunch of them were like, oh no, we got banned from my Oshi. Well, she's not my Oshi anymore. She collabed with a male, and I have a whole like spiel about unicorns that I feel like I'm gonna talk about another day. She's a fucking genius. Like, she knew what she was gonna do. She knew that collabing with a male was gonna make a bunch of unicorns shit their pants. So that's why she waited. She fucking waited. Cause during, I'm pretty sure it was debut, played a clip, Future Me, if I remember.
Now, before I end stream, regarding collaborations, let me get close to your face. Is this good for you? I will be collaborating with friends and people who may be potential friends. Now, this is possibly quite rare, simply because I have to study people. I have to study characters to understand them. The more often you see them, the more likely they have reached friend status. But you will not really know unless I mention so. So please respect those around me, okay? You wish to be a good boy for me, don't you? Or perhaps a good girl? I will not tolerate disrespect after all.
Anyway, she talked about how she wants to collab with whoever she wants to, either who she thinks could be a friend or something like that, you know? Makes sense for a collab, especially from like a company standpoint and like semi-casual setting, I guess. I don't know how to explain, because it's like, you know, co-workers, but also kind of like friends, but you can become friends with co-workers, but it's a little weird since you're like stream. It's a whole thing. You know what I mean. Anyways, she waited 2 fucking years, said all that shit. 2 years passed. Now she does it. Because I believe she fucking did that shit on purpose. I believe she wanted to collab with, like, at least try to collab with some people for the longest fucking time. But she knew she had to wait. And wanna know fucking why? Because of unicorns. Because she knew that her debut, like, her character was gonna be the goth mommy. Like, everyone thought she was gonna be the goth mommy. Now she's more like a gothic nerd. I don't even call her goth, but like, you know, a design obviously, but she's more of a nerd than anything. And so she built her fucking brand image as like sort of the goth GF. Like, she wasn't playing it too hard into it, but like she understood that, you know, her character design was very much into that and is very goth GF like. But she herself didn't want to play too much into it because she understood that playing at the GFE content is kind of dangerous. Not kind of dangerous, it is dangerous. You've seen always how it goes. It's fucking, someone wants to get into GFE content because it does fucking rake in the views and like loyal people, loyal unicorns. But like the moment they want to stop doing it, or they found out, oh, they had a significant other, not even just usually boyfriend, it goes so bad and so wrong, like every time. So she understood, like, she needs to play to it to gain viewers and whatnot, but not play too much into it that it's the only thing she has. That's probably why she is much more onto the silly side, or insane side. I won't say insane, but she has very strange thinking, which is very much of her charm. But so she does this for 2 years. She doesn't collab with any male. She builds up her brand of like the sort of kind of nerdy goth GF type, like a good friend. Unironically, like, she feels like a good friend. She Yuri baits, that's a whole other video. And like she hasn't had any interaction with the Hollow Stars, like at all. I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure she like at most was probably like a comment, but most people ignored it because sometimes people comment here and there just as a general like congratulations, because I guess it's just nice to do, man. So she uses those fucking unicorns that originally joined to like grow, and as her community grew, it gained people who weren't unicorns, and that's the important part. Is the people who weren't unicorns that were joining because she was getting bigger. That's the fucking community she wanted. She wanted people who wanted her not just for the GFE experience. That sounds dumb because GFE. What do you know what I mean? It's another fucking layer too, because the unicorns are like universal. Because Hololive is like, no matter what you say, like, oh, it's not an idol company. It's very much a core pillar of Hololive. You have to admit it. Like, there's no way it's not. And I personally am not in the general idol community, but it's weird because subcultures can have their own subcultures. And that subculture can grow as big as the first subculture, and they both become mainstream into regular culture. It's really fucking weird. Yeah, because Hololive, like idol is based off that. Like it's a core pillar, and I guess like a general, I wouldn't say rule, but there's an understanding that at least like before I'd say 2020, when a lot of people came online, which was a mistake for quite a lot of things, but at the same time good for some things. It's like a balance. It's hard to balance, and that balance was very much thrown off during 2020, when so many people came online and joined communities, and for anime, and that's another topic. Get to the fucking point, me. Anyways, there's the general understanding that idols will attract unicorns. Like even if you look, even besides like just Japan, like look at K-pop stans. They fucking go wild. Like I remember, like the biggest K-pop stars could not touch, like the male K-pop stars could not touch like any females, like not even in public, because like if they got caught even just dating, it was fucking over for them. It was, oh my god. So like there's that understanding, like idols will bring unicorns. Unicorns are fucking insane, but goddamn are they supportive as fuck in like what they want and what they want as a cause. So we got the train from, I guess, Japan idols to Hololive with idols as a core pillar of it, which all has unicorns. And as you go further and further, there's less and less unicorns as like a core foundation and general understanding. Because then, Hololive got into streaming, and streaming has its own different parasocial rules and guidelines it follows. Which is weird to think, but like, there was so much understanding. Like, streamers, like, almost always, as long as they don't play, well, for males, they can just date whoever they want. It doesn't fucking matter. For females, it can be a half and half, depending. Like, usually it's not a good sign, because usually they would hide if they're dating anyone. So you start to mix like a company with an idol pillar with a streaming pillar, and streaming isn't based entirely off of unicorns. There's a good part of it in a sense, but it's not like the thing known for streamers. Streamers are known for guys playing games and women showing their tits. So now you got fake anime women with the anime tits out playing video games. What a strange world we live in. I just want to say Hololive has mixed those two together, and Ian is much more stream orientated, I would say, compared to JP and ID. They're their own fucking thing. I think it's ID wants to, I won't say stream focused, but they do stream more, but they want to do more idol stuff. At least like half of them, I gotta say. But Ian, at the beginning, it was just mostly streaming. They had no expectations for idols at all. Maybe music with like Calliope and Kira, but like that's about it. Like it wasn't idol because first it was during COVID. Fuck, they wouldn't get into Japan at all to do any sort of idol shit. And that's like it's a whole thing of like why do generations just feel so different. Like third and fourth gen Ian, that's like when they could start to go back to the idol pillar, you know, because world was opening up more. Like people could travel. Like third gen got the 3Ds way faster than Gen 1 and 2 for Ian, and that's to be expected. 1, Hololive was just much bigger. 2, they could travel, so yeah. The ideal of a unicorns being like a lot of supporters, it started to kind of come back. And I think Shiori kind of knew this. Like, she kind of already, I believe she knew that unicorns were already kind of strong, because I think on like a past life or something, she kind of played into it. I'm not sure. I didn't look too much into it, which kind of sounds like something you shouldn't fucking say. And like, I wouldn't say even research video. This is just what I fucking know. Alright, she grew a fan base from unicorns, because like unicorns always fucking flock to the newest generation every time. Like that's just the standard. Because JP, there's like select few who collab with just males in general, but there's also like a very strong distaste for collabing with males, and honestly that's fine. I understand not going on a unicorn fucking video later. I have mixed feelings on unicorns. It isn't pure fucking the evil terrible, just like do better. She already knew that unicorns they kind of hold power. Like people would want to say that because the Shiori collab with Gerard got like I think it was 10 concurrent viewers on her channel, which I believe could be possibly both her regular viewers that weren't unicorns and also people who just wanted to spite unicorns, which fair enough, I guess. But like I guess the people who want to spite unicorns outweigh the unicorn number, so I guess that kind of shows that unicorn numbers are kind of waning. But like I think they're still powerful and strong in a sense. And if it gets to the point of like, you know, she made the whole calendar or schedule, and then the collab happened during that time, unicorns popping up saying shit about her, saying like I'm disappointed, I can't believe she betrayed us like this, even though she kind of had a warning like 2 years ago. But she's very fucking smart. She did it 2 years ago because she knows that us fucking VTuber watchers, we gonna remember shit past a week, past a month. Fucking forget about it. 2 years ago, you debuted 2 years ago, huh? What do you mean? It's been 2 years since you debuted. You know what? It's fucking hilarious. Like we won't remember shit. So you know, unicorns start talking shit about her, start harassing her. Fucking just banhammers them. Fucking smashes them with a fucking book and gets them out. She doesn't want them. And I don't think she wanted them from the beginning. I think she quite literally used unicorns just to grow her community. And I think that's based as fuck. But also kind of fucking diabolical, man. She knew that the unicorns would bring in a lot of people because unicorns are just going to be there. It's a guarantee. So she used like, let's say a handful of unicorns to get like a box full of an audience. A handful out of a box full, sure it hurts, but you still got like most of the box, you know? And I think she wanted that. I think that's why she waited 2 fucking years. Or it could be schizoing and ratting the fuck out. Anyways, bans the people, bans the unicorns, doesn't want them anymore. Now she has the community I think she wanted from the beginning, where she is probably still unicorns and quite parasocial, but like in different ways. Not just if this person collabs with a male, fucking excommunicate them, hung them on the cross, burn their children. No, they can't have children. They don't want that unless it's with the viewer themselves. Burn their theoretical children in a different timeline. It was like she didn't want those people. She didn't want those unicorns. She wanted them gone, and that's what the community wants. She wanted just a bunch of weirdos. people would listen to it and also be weirdos. It's also like important to know that to understand, like, I think she also understood the hollow buff. If you don't know what the hollow buff is, basically, if you're a hollow member, specifically hollow live, it is guaranteed that you'll be incredibly popular and to some degree. At the very least, ID can be a mixed bag. And I don't mean mixed bag as in like quality. I mean, I think only Eofi, unfortunately, I like her from time to time. I like to watch her. Doesn't get the most amount of views. And you know what? Fucking, that's just how it is sometimes. But she gotta admit, that fucking hollow buff is probably what's keeping her alive. That sounds fucked up to say. But that's just how shows how strong the fucking hollow buff is. Even the hollow stars has a hollow buff in a sense. They want to say like, oh, it's under 1k viewers. It's only like 500 to 800. That's still fucking 500 to 800 viewers. Hololive has spent more on more things that have gone way worse, I'm pretty sure. Or like side projects, whatever. Because unicorns want to bring up that Hollow Stars is just draining money. First of all, I think the money was just gonna. It's like, dude, you gotta take some risks with expenses. If you got extra money and you want to take that risk thing, I think that's what they did. I don't think they were literally siphoning money. They weren't like, closing down studio and offices just so they could support the Hollow Stars. I don't think they would do that. I think they fucking understand that Hollow Stars isn't the fucking golden child. It's like the side project. I'm sorry to say, but it's just true, man. That's just fucking how insane the hollow buff is. And like, she built up a community with unicorns and a hollow buff, so that like fucking doubles exponentially that shit, And she waited I cannot repeat this enough. 2 years to collab with a guy. That is like, she had to have planned this in some sort of way, because she knew if she collabed at the beginning, fucking, she's done. She like not as many viewers because she wouldn't have grown as big with the unicorns. It's so fucking big brain, dude. She's so fucking big brain for this shit. She now has a fucking. They even want to say she's a runt of what was it, Hollow En, of her group of Advent, and looking numbers wise, you know what? Yeah, but you know what? You know what's the crazy fucking thing? 600,000 viewers. That's still a fucking lot. Chat. I'm gonna call you chat now. Fuck you. That's a fucking lot, chat. 600 is still a lot. It doesn't fucking matter. And she still gets a really good amount of views. Like, there's no fucking denying it. I think it'll die down a little bit. I think she will get less viewers than before. Like, let's say her average is like 6,000. I don't know what her usual average is, and I don't want to look it up. I don't want to be a number Andy. That's not what they're called, but you know what I mean. But like, let's say her usual is 6,000. It'll probably drop to like 5,000. But here's the thing. That's still 5,000 people. She used her fucking hollow buff and unicorns to grow the community, and then she shaved that shit. She fucking cut off an arm. Good thing this shit's a starfish though, because it's just gonna grow back eventually. Maybe slow, or it might never. It will grow back very slowly, and she doesn't seem to be too burnt out. And the reason why I'm fucking making this video now, like five days later, because she's doing it again. She's making another fucking collab with a male, and I think because Gerard was a very risky fucking collab, because he's like the worst viewed hollow star in like the unicorn's eyes, so that would have gotten them pissed off the most. And I think she semi did that on purpose. Like, she probably wanted to be friends with Gerard. I'm not gonna say she's like, I'm just gonna use Gerard to cut off the unicorns. I think she genuinely want to be friends. I think that's like, I don't want to. It's pretty obvious. Like, parasocially, I'm kind of fucked. All right, I'm just fucked. I'm literally making a whole series about how parasocial I am. But the next person is fucking Flayon. And they're kind of like two sides of the same coin, I think. I can't say I watched Flayon too much, but they have that they're like on the same coin of mentally unwell to the internet and fictional characters. Cause like they'll both be fucking barking dogs for fictional characters. Like I think some people saw that kind of connection, and it makes sense on why they want to collab. They kind of have a similar vibe to them, you know. Sort of like it's just something fucked up with them, dog. And you know what? I'm all for it. I think it's just I want to keep fucking telling you, she's a fucking genius for collabing with a Hollow Stars 2 years later. I just want to drill that fucking fact into your little skull, into your fucking peanut brain, the other fucking half of the brain cell that I lent to you. All right, I just need 2 years male collab, waited, she waited, then fucking baited the unicorns, smashed them with a hammer, and then said, all right, I'm keeping the rest of you. She kept the rest of us fucking clowns. Like, before some fucking unicorn comes and saying, yeah, you are a clown, you're getting cucked. Bitch, you think you had a chance to fuck Shiori? Bitch, I don't have a chance to fuck Shiori. As much as I want to imagine it, as much as you want to imagine it, as much as the fucking fucking lesbian fans want to bang Shiori, as much as a theoretical, if Narissa was 100% serious, wants to bang Shiori, I just have one last fucking thing. Besides, you know, that fucking fact of 2 years of the Apollo Stars, I cannot stop repeating. It's just so fucking insane. Like, if you're in the know, and that's probably why you know my video showed up, because it was in the know. It shows up to people who are in the know. It should fucking show up to people who don't know are in the know. But you know how fucking big that the Hollow Live English and Hollow Stars are collabing again, because fucking those Crony, Vespa, Magni, Cali fucking collabs, holy shit, they were unironically fucking peak comedy and was so fun.
Go ahead.
I could say it. I would rather cut my dick off and throw it into the telegraph. Not interested.
Maybe next time.
I'm sorry if that's gonna get you in trouble, but it's right from the heart. Like,
it was like a genuine group of friends fucking shooting the shit. And I don't think you can get that with only females. Because just the fucking vibes that guys and girls can bring, fucking, in like a fucking Monopoly game, like the vibes are just so different. You don't fucking understand Unicorn. Fuck you, Unicorn. I hate you, Unicorn. But I have complicated reasons that is more than just your fucking whatever. I have like layers for that shit and a complicated understanding. Not complicated, but there were layers to why I don't like you. And I'll admit it, I wasn't not the extreme unicorn. I preferred it when they didn't collab with males, but I wasn't a fucking, I'm gonna delete them from my wallpaper. You know that shit's serious when they delete them from the desktop wallpaper. That's how bad it was. Okay, but finally, one final fact. I think it's fucking hilarious that she has mentioned that she has a manager, and I'm pretty sure, like 90% sure, I have absolutely heard Shiori call him a guy. And I don't think the unicorns weren't pissed at that for some reason. I've never seen like a fucking image from VT that got big enough, because I'm not fucking browsing that shit. I'm taking pictures from Twitter, and that's already bad enough as is. But if it's not big enough to get onto some guy just posting pictures from Twitter, I don't care. Call me a tourist all you fucking want. Dude, I'm getting fucking magazines about that shit. I don't want to travel to the 4chan fucking city and get my shit kicked in and fucking forever ruin my mind. I don't want that. And that's why I'm fucking like so amazed that they don't want kicking up a storm with a male manager. Because I think like 9 times, like, this is more parasocial and more schizophrenic, not literally, but you know what I mean. Imaginary fucking mind tricks and connections. I feel like a manager is just as likely or more likely to fuck a talent than a co-worker talent. You know what I mean? Because unless like there's like that genuine special connection from fucking like Autofister, or even like I was a Crowfauna, which is his whole fucking spiel, but you know that whole spiel. Like I feel like managers are just as like in a, because there's always that like imagination of managers doing their talents, or fucking their talents. I don't know why I was censoring there. Not in a, but like there's a bunch of, okay, gonna sound porn brained, but from dojins, or even like just stories in general, or romance stories. Like there's always that setting of like the gacha games of idols. It's always like a self-insert producer son, and and the idols are love interests. I guess I don't know how fucking true that is, or like how accurate it is, but like there's that idea of like, yeah, they work together a lot. That's why I'm surprised they didn't kick up a storm with like a male manager, because they just have the equal chance or higher chance to fuck them. And it's like, before fucking you say I'm out of my mind, I mean like they have a 90% chance every time someone has a manager. No, I'm fucking like, this is like one of those 1% chance like you get to fuck Shiori, like a 2% chance maybe a hollow star gets to fuck Shiori. I feel like a manager has like a 2 or 3% chance at most. That's what fucking percentages I'm talking about. I'm not talking, yeah, it's guaranteed she's fucking a manager, or guaranteed she's fucking a hollow star or a co-worker. No. I just oh my god, I'm doing this fucking shit for myself. I need to get this goddamn brain rot out of my head, I think. And I want to content create now. So I'm doing this at 2:44 a.m. Anyways, yeah, that's it.